Hey guys. Okay, I am going to label these kid missing folders. Press releases and emails. This one is this is an email. Even though it's a kid missing radio, it's an email. This is cam radio. And this is local. M-A-R-I. Because for me, Rhode Island is in fact local. So okay, this is New England. This is cereals. Oof, this is history cases. No, this is Wisely Boxel and history cases. Okay, this is history. Historic. +50 years. Okay. My problem is going to be coming up with other ways to, okay, this is updates. Other ways to file / solved. And I actually have a binder with updates and solved in it. This is expose. And that is that pile. I'm gonna move these over here. Okay, now I have other ones here, and I need a few of these to go with these. Yeah. Okay. What I'm gonna do is put these in the hanging files. I do like the idea of having files for these things because it's much easier to deal with. This history. Okay, serial offenders. New England. Now the difference between New England and local is that Rhode Island's very local for me because of where I live in New England, but Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, they're not. Connecticut is somewhat local to me as well, depending on where it is. But I put that in New England because most of that is not local to me. And press releases and emails. Now these can go in the file cabinet. But before I do that, I need to switch the drawers because I want to put my personal drawer on top. Oh gosh. There we go. Because I use this drawer much more often than this drawer will be used. So, there we go. Oops. Please tell me. There we go. We've started. Whew. We started actually filing, so that's good. Oops. So I have 1, 2, 3. 16 more these files. And 17 of these, so that's good. And now I have to continue to go through these and come up with more file ideas, because I'm not sure how to file some of the. Okay, this one is clearly historic. So is that one. These two are both historic. So I'll put these over here. And I need to do that. I need to do that. Drop it in the thing. That's my my dill from my post office box. This. I could do a folder of cases from the last 10 years because I don't have that many. Maybe the last 15 years or so. Because this one here, for instance, is 2010. I do not tend to do cases that new. Generally speaking, I do older cases. Once in a while, you'll see me do a newer case if there's, a lot of information, or if there is or if it's a case I don't feel is getting enough attention. Like Tarasha Benjamin was a 17-year-old African-American female in Alabama. She did not get what she should have gotten for and the things that have happened to Tarasha's mother, just incredible. The year before Tarasha disappeared, her 3- and 4-year-old daughters died in a house fire. Her husband, Clyde Chandler, so why is her daughter's last name Benjamin, who was Tarash's father, disappeared, and his body was found behind a steak pit. Must have been a restaurant in Selma, Alabama, and they don't know how he ended up no longer alive. And her daughter's missing. So this woman's been through unimaginable pain, unimaginable loss. So I do sincerely feel for her. I can't imagine what she's going through, and those are the cases I really like to do. This is 1982. This is 40 years old. Well, this goes with my Valcon shield. Oh, this is from the Valcon shield. Okay, so this is all from the Valcon shield. So this is part of my expose. I gotta put that aside. I'm thinking that I should do a folder for like pairs and multiples disappearances. Because I have several that disappeared in pairs and some in multiples. So I need to figure out how to sort my murders into categories. I'm thinking that for unidentified, I do murdered, I do natural, and I do accident for unidentifieds. I should be writing this down. Doobie and love. I just play hurts. Still hurts. Okay, so let's write down what we've come up with thus far. Oops. Okay. For UUIDs, okay, these are folder names. Okay. For UIDs, I have murder, natural, and accidental. So that's 3 folders there. It's a good way to separate out my UIDs. On missing, we have over 50 years. We have KM radio updates. And we have what else can we do for missing? Missing, we have over 50 years, KM radio updates, and plural missing, meaning more than one person missing together. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay. Diane got me a cup of tea, which is very nice, which I enjoy so much. Okay. So yeah, I was telling Diane about trying to categorize this stuff. She was very impressed with what I've done. She did look at my knees and said my knee is definitely a little bit swollen. And to stay off it, I also need to put ice on it. Putting ice on it helps bring swelling down, and I need to do that. Be a good girl. So, I'll see her Monday. Like, right here is 2 boys that disappeared together. I know there's more about that case. This is the Solder case, which is a historic case from the 40s. That's another thing. Little pieces of paper here and there that I don't need. Okay. My goodness, that's all that case. Okay. This is the solders. And that's another thing. Figuring out because they're not stapled because they were all binders. They were all in the binders. So they're not stapled. But as mentioned, all of my does fall into one of 3 categories. They were either murdered, a natural death, or an accident. A lot of hit and runs, things like that. So those I can separate without issue. It's the missing that I have to figure out. Like I said to Diane, I don't want folders this big and then folders this big. It's just, so I have to figure it out. Maybe I could do one that's like 30 to 40 years. Under missing, I have over 50. Kid Missing Radio, updates, and plural missings. I'm thinking of also putting in missing 20 to 40 years. (20 to 40 years). So, I know it's just running again. Diane said the kids were miserable with allergies. I said, I was wondering about that because I know every time I stepped out the door to throw something away or something, I was sneezing my head off, nose running like a faucet. So, because there's been a high pollen count all week. Anyway, guys, that's where I stand with this project. So, I will say thank you so much for joining me. God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oops. Sorry, guys, I hit the wrong button. Bye, guys. Please subscribe.